You know me, SDMT. Man, let's get it, man. We got some hot topics today. Before we get to it, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and turn on my notifications, man. This is crazy right here, man. This whole Deshaun Watson allegation saga, man. It seems like a setup to me, man. It seems the timing of it seems like a setup because none of this stuff was apparent. None of it until he started trying to push his way off the team and get out of Houston. And then all of a sudden, you know what I mean, the lawyer who used to be close friends with the former owner, Bob McNair, the owner of the Houston Texans, picks up now 12 accusations. It was first one girl, then then it was 3, then it was 6, and now it's at 12. 12 women, massage therapists or what have you, say that Deshaun Watson touched them inappropriately or something of that nature, which is insane. I mean, 12. Like, is this number going to get to 30? You know what I mean? Like, it just seems like horrible timing. It seems like a setup because there's a few different things you got to think about. Okay, this is cap, and they're mad because, you know, he's trying to push his way off the team, so the owners are trying to get him and, you know, mess up his reputation and mess up his value, and pay him back for not being the way they wanted him to be, or it's cap, or let's say it's true and they knew the whole time, but they were covering it up for him. So if that's the truth, they're just as guilty as well. So if they knew that all these allegations or all these things, they're just as guilty because you got to look at it. A lot of these teams, they could be sending these massage therapist people out there to get information or put these players in certain kind of situations just in case they act in a way that they don't like. They'll have something over them. You know what I mean? So we got to look at the Houston Texans. This could be some shady business. I just don't like the timing of it. The timing of it just smells. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem right. You know what I mean? Either Deshaun Watson's this freaky dude like Darren Sharper. He had like 20 girls that said he raped them and he ended up getting convicted of that. Or it's something going on. If the Texans are shown to, you know, front office, the owners are shown to have done something shady and trying to set this player up, NFL teams, players should never want to play for the Houston Texans. Never. If they would set up a player and try to destroy his reputation and lie like this, no player should ever want to play for that franchise if that's true. Now, if it's these allegations are true and Deshaun Watson's this freaky dude doing all this horrible stuff to ladies, hey, he deserves consequences. He's going to pay a lot of money, and that is what that is. But in the same sense, it kind of makes you wonder that all these women have the same lawyer who's friends with the, you know, owner that died. How did that happen? How did that relationship set up? And all these ladies end up going to the same lawyer who worked with the Texans owner. You know what I mean? It's just, it's some shady business. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, y'all didn't want to bring this up a year ago or, you know what I mean, 2 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. It's just very interesting when these floodgates start to open up, and now it's 12 ladies saying that he touched them inappropriately or something, and the timing of it when he wants to push his way out of Houston, he told the owner and the coach he's not going to play for them, and then after that, I think a few weeks after that, that's when the allegations happened, and then the floodgates started happening. So it's kind of like, now imagine if he never said he wanted out of Houston. Would this come out? That's the question we got to ask ourselves. If he didn't want to leave the franchise, would this information come out if it's true? Now, if it's false, that's even shadier. You defaming this man's character and everything about him just because you're mad that he's trying to force his way out. And we see with America, there's a lot going on. And the last thing certain people would like is a black man showing his power and his value and saying, I'm not going to play for you. And in that, they're like, okay, we're going to get you with either defamation and lying and say he's doing these things that he's not doing, or in the fact that he was doing it, they're going to cover it up. But until he did something that they didn't like, now they're like, okay, we're going to get you. You know what I mean? Because it just stinks, man. It just seems very shady that all this stuff's coming out right now. Now, it could just be the way things go. And I could be wrong, but I just think the timing of everything, when a guy wants to leave a team, we look at Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown had no allegations, nothing going crazy. and all of a sudden he wants to leave from the Raiders to the Patriots. He gets to the Patriots, he's balling, and then boom, allegations comes, and he's out. You know what I mean? Now the NFL is investigating the Deshaun Watson situation. So this is big, man. This is huge. Now Deshaun Watson has a cloud over his head. He was never a player that you looked at as a diva or a bad teammate or a bad leader. But now, him wanting to push his way out of an organization, they try to use that against him. And they also have this dark cloud of these allegations, if they're true or not. I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm going to wait for more information before I can jump to that conclusion. But in America, too many times, black men, you know what I mean, are in a situation where you have to prove yourself innocent and you're assumed guilty. You know what I mean? I'm taking them as innocent until proven guilty. I want to hear this information. I want to hear these ladies' stories. And if they have any pictures or texts or something, I want to see it. You know what I mean? Because that's what I'm going to need, because the timing of this just, I don't like it. I don't like it. It doesn't make the most sense. And I know some of y'all feel me. I know some of y'all feel me, because when you really look at the situation, you just got to imagine the timing. And if you had an altercation with somebody and then, you know, all of a sudden y'all ain't cool and then all this stuff starts coming out, it can be seen as them trying to get you back. You know what I mean? Like even a girl or something what have you. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you hook up with a girl and you ditch her, and then she lies and say you did something just because she got mad that you ditched her. You know what I mean? It's crazy. You know what I mean? I hope he's innocent. I hope it's all cap. I hope it's, you know what I mean? And if it is that just shows the Texans organization is corrupt, a cesspool, and horrible if they would defame a man like this just because he wants to get off your team. Now, that's if it's false. Now, if it's true, okay, but even if it is true and these Texan owners knew about it and you guys were covering it up because he was, you know, following all the rules and doing what you wanted him to do, but once he didn't, then you want to throw him under the bus, they're just as guilty and they deserve to be sued or whatever penalties come to them as well, man. So let me know what you guys think. I had to get on this topic tonight. It's late, you know what I mean? But I had to get it in. Don't forget to drop your thoughts below. Let me know what you would think, man. Do you think the timing of this is bad? Do you believe, you know, these ladies are legit? Do you believe Deshaun Watson's getting a bad deal and they're trying to throw him under the bus? You let me know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on my notifications. I'm out. SDMT!